Something strange is happening. Right now, in cities across the world, in quiet apartments, in therapy sessions, in late-night phone calls between friends, women are waking up, not from sleep, but from something far deeper. A dream they were sold, a lie they believed, and the awakening is terrifying. This isn't a story anyone wants to tell. This isn't a conversation society wants to have, but it's happening anyway. Silently, painfully, undeniably, women over 30 are realizing something that changes everything. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you understand it, you can't go back. The question is, are you ready to hear the truth? Because what's about to be revealed isn't comfortable. It's not politically correct. It's not what Instagram told you. It's not what your favorite influencer promised. But it is real. And millions of women are living it right now, while millions more are heading straight toward it completely unaware. So if you're a woman in your 20s, pay attention. If you're a man trying to understand modern dating, watch closely, because this affects everyone, and nobody is talking about it. Let's begin. Picture this. A woman just turned 30. She's successful. She has a career. She has friends. She has an apartment. She has Instagram followers. She has everything society told her to chase. Everything feminism told her would make her happy. Everything her 20s were supposed to deliver. But something feels wrong. Something feels ... empty. And she can't figure out why. She opens her phone. She scrolls through dating apps. The matches are different now. Fewer, lower quality. Men who used to message her don't anymore. Men who seemed interested ... disappeared. And the men who do match, they're not what she wants. Not what she deserves. Not what she spent her 20s believing she could get whenever she was ready. She looks around. Her friends are getting married. Her cousins are having babies. Her co-workers are posting family photos. And suddenly, for the first time in years, she feels something she never expected to feel. Panic. Not because she changed, but because the world moved on. While she was busy building her career, everyone else was building their families. While she was focusing on herself, life was passing her by. And now, standing at 30, she realizes something absolutely terrifying. Time doesn't wait. Biology doesn't negotiate. And the rules she thought applied to everyone never applied to her. This is the awakening. And it's spreading faster than anyone wants to admit. For years, women were told a story. A beautiful story. An empowering story. They were told they could have it all. Career first, love later. Success now, family whenever. Focus on yourself in your 20s. Build your empire. Travel the world. Date casually. Explore. Experiment. Find yourself. And when you're ready, when you're established, when you've achieved everything you want, ... then, and only then, you can settle down. The perfect man will be waiting. Marriage will happen naturally. Kids will come easy because you're a woman. And women have all the time in the world, except ... They don't. Nobody told them about the biological clock. Or if they did, they called it a myth. A patriarchal scare tactic. A way to control women. But it's not a myth. It's science. It's biology. It's reality. And reality doesn't care about your career. Reality doesn't care about your Instagram. Reality doesn't care about empowerment. After 32, fertility drops. Not a little, significantly. By 35, the decline accelerates. By 40, natural conception becomes difficult. And for most women, it's nearly impossible. But nobody talks about this. Because talking about it sounds like you're limiting women. Sounds like you're pushing them toward traditional roles. Sounds like you're anti-feminist. So instead, society stays silent. And women pay the price. They were told to focus on their careers. So they did. They climbed the ladder. They earned promotions. They made money. They bought apartments. They achieved success. And they assumed love would just ... happen. Like it happens in movies. Like it happened for their mothers. But their mothers got married at 23. Their mothers prioritized family. Their mothers didn't spend their peak years swiping left on dating apps. They were told men would always be available, that high-quality men don't disappear, that good men wait for good women. But that's not how it works. By the time a woman reaches 30, the best men are already taken. The ambitious men, married at 28. The stable men, settled down at 30. The emotionally mature men, building families already. What's left are men who aren't ready. Men who don't want commitment. Men who are still playing the field. Or men who were never good enough to begin with. And suddenly, the dating pool that seemed endless in her 20s is now a puddle. Then there's social media. The biggest lie of all. Scroll through Instagram. What do you see? Women in their 30s, living their best lives, traveling to Bali, starting businesses, posting gym selfies, looking happy, looking fulfilled, looking like they have it all figured out. And young women see this and think, that's the dream. That's what I want. That's proof you don't need a man. That's proof you can be happy alone. But here's what they don't see. The loneliness, the late-night panic attacks, the therapy sessions, the dating app exhaustion, the fear that they made the wrong choice, the regret that's starting to creep in, the desperate attempts to freeze their eggs, the quiet realization that career success doesn't keep you warm at night, that promotions don't hold your hand when you're scared, that money doesn't love you back. Social media shows the highlight reel. It shows the vacation photos, the business launch, the new apartment, but it doesn't show the crying in the car, the rejection after rejection, the dates that go nowhere, the men who ghost after 3 weeks, the family gatherings where everyone asks when you're getting married, the baby showers where you smile on the outside and break on the inside, the Sunday mornings alone, wondering if this is really what freedom feels like. Behind every perfectly curated Instagram feed is a story untold. The woman posting about her promotion isn't posting about how she cried herself to sleep the night before, wondering if success was worth the sacrifice. The woman sharing her exotic vacation photos isn't sharing how she felt watching couples hold hands on the beach while she traveled alone. The woman celebrating her new business venture isn't celebrating the fact that she has no one to share the victory with when she comes home. The filters hide the tears. The captions hide the truth. The smiles hide the emptiness. Because admitting the truth would mean admitting they were wrong. Admitting they chose poorly. Admitting that maybe, just maybe, society sold them a dream that turned into a nightmare. This is the lie women are waking up to, and it's devastating. Now, let's talk about what happens when reality finally hits. When a woman over 30 realizes she's been sold a fantasy, it usually starts small. A birthday, a wedding, a pregnancy announcement from a friend. Something triggers the thought she's been avoiding. What if I made a mistake? What if I prioritized the wrong things? What if I'm running out of time? At first, she pushes it away. She tells herself she's fine. She's successful. She's independent. She doesn't need anyone. But the thought keeps coming back, louder each time. And eventually, she can't ignore it anymore. So she does what modern women do. She gets back on the dating apps. She tries to find someone. But now, she's not just dating for fun. She's dating with urgency. She's dating with desperation, even if she won't admit it. And men can sense it. They can feel it, and it pushes them away. She starts lowering her standards. The 6-foot-tall requirement. Now 5'10" is fine. The 6-figure salary. Now a stable job is enough. The perfect jawline. Now decent is acceptable. She's not settling, she tells herself. She's being realistic. She's maturing. She's growing. But deep down, she knows the truth. She's compromising because she has to. Because her options are shrinking. Because time is running out. And here's the most painful part. She starts noticing younger women. Women in their early 20s. Fresh, energetic, optimistic. And she sees how men look at them. The same way men used to look at her. And she realizes something that breaks her heart. She's no longer the first choice. She's no longer the priority. She's competing now with women who have something she no longer has. Time. The dating apps that once validated her now mock her. Where she used to receive dozens of matches daily, now she's lucky to get a handful a week. The quality has shifted too. The successful, ambitious men her age are now matching with women 5 to 10 years younger. And she's left with men who are perpetually uncommitted. Men who are significantly older, or men who simply don't match the life partner she envisioned. Every swipe becomes a reminder of what she's lost. Every failed conversation becomes proof that her window is closing. Every ghosting becomes another blow to her already fragile confidence. The app that once made her feel desired now makes her feel discarded. This is when the regret sets in. The real, deep, crushing regret. She thinks about the men she rejected in her 20s. The good men, the stable men, the ones who wanted commitment, the ones she thought were boring, the ones she friend-zoned because she was chasing excitement. Where are they now? Married, happy, building the families she thought she didn't want. And now she does want it. But they're gone. She remembers Jake from college. He was kind, reliable, had a good career path. But he wasn't exciting enough. She wanted adventure. She wanted passion. She wanted butterflies. So she let him go. Now he's married with 2 kids, living the suburban dream she once mocked. She stalks his Facebook sometimes, sees his happy family photos, wonders what if she remembers David from her mid. He wanted to settle down, buy a house, start a family. But she wasn't ready. She had goals. She had places to see. She had a career to build. So she ended it. Now he's engaged to someone younger who shared his timeline. Someone who said yes when she said not yet. Someone who prioritized love when she prioritized ambition. She thinks about Marcus, who proposed at 27. She laughed it off. Too young, she said. Too soon, she said. I have so much more to do. she said. He moved on, found someone else, had the wedding she could have had, built the life she could have lived, and she was too busy climbing the corporate ladder to notice what she was leaving behind. She thinks about all the years she spent on her career, and yes, she's successful. But success doesn't hug you. Success doesn't build a family with you. Success doesn't give you children. And suddenly, all those promotions feel hollow. All those achievements feel empty, because she achieved everything society told her to chase, and lost everything biology told her to protect. The corner office doesn't laugh at her jokes. The impressive title doesn't comfort her when she's sick. The six-figure salary doesn't want children with her. All the things she worked so hard for, all the sacrifices she made, now seem insignificant compared to what she's missing. The validation she got from climbing the corporate ladder pales in comparison to the emptiness she feels on holidays. At weddings, at family gatherings where she's the only one alone, her nieces and nephews call her the fun aunt. But she doesn't want to be the fun aunt. She wants to be a mother. Her friends talk about their kids' milestones, but she has no milestones to share. Her co-workers show photos of family vacations, but her vacations are solo trips that look glamorous on Instagram and feel lonely in reality. So what does she do now? She has options, none of them easy. She can keep searching, keep hoping, keep believing Mr. Right will appear. But with each passing year, the chances get slimmer. The statistics are brutal. The dating pool shrinks. The biological window narrows. Hope becomes harder to maintain when reality keeps proving otherwise. Every birthday that passes is another year of fertility lost. Every failed relationship is another month wasted. Every man who chooses someone younger is another reminder that time is not on her side. The hope that sustained her through her 20s now feels like delusion in her 30s. She can freeze her eggs, expensive, uncertain. A backup plan, not a solution. The procedure costs tens of thousands of dollars. There's no guarantee the eggs will be viable. Even if they are, she still needs to find a partner willing to use them, or accept single motherhood, which brings its own set of challenges she never anticipated facing. Single motherhood by choice sounds empowering in theory, but in practice, it's exhausting, it's expensive, it's isolating, and it's not what she dreamed of when she was young. She can lower her standards further. Accept a man she's not excited about. Build a life that feels like settling. Date the guy who doesn't make her heart race, but is available and willing. Choose security over passion. Choose partnership over perfection. But is that fair to either of them? Can a relationship built on desperation rather than desire ever truly flourish? She's spent her whole life being told not to settle, but now settling seems like the only option left, or she can accept her reality. Focus on her career, embrace being single, and let go of the family dream entirely. Convince herself that she's fine alone, that she doesn't need marriage or children to be fulfilled, that her career and friendships are enough. But on quiet nights, when the apartment is empty and the distractions fade, can she truly silence the voice asking what if? Can she really be happy knowing she had the chance and let it slip away? These are the choices women over 30 are facing, and nobody prepared them for it. Nobody warned them. Nobody told them the truth, because the truth isn't empowering. The truth isn't convenient. The truth is hard. And society would rather sell a comfortable lie than speak an uncomfortable truth. Society told them they were powerful, but nobody told them that power has limits. Society told them they were independent, but nobody told them that independence can turn into loneliness. Society told them they could have it all, but nobody told them that all comes with an expiration date. But here's what men need to understand. This isn't about mocking women. This isn't about celebrating their struggle. This isn't about saying I told you so. This is about empathy, about understanding, about recognizing that millions of women were fed a lie that destroyed their chances at happiness, a lie that prioritized careers over children, degrees over families, independence over partnership, and now they're paying the price. These women aren't villains. They're victims of a cultural messaging campaign that promised them unlimited time and unlimited options. They were teenagers when they absorbed these messages. They were young women trying to navigate a confusing world when they made these choices. They believed the voices they trusted, their teachers, their professors, their media, their role models. They thought they were making empowered choices. They didn't realize they were making tragic mistakes. They watched their favorite TV shows where women in their 40s found love easily. They read articles about celebrities having babies. They saw social media posts about women thriving in their 30s. They absorbed message after message that said biology didn't matter, that age was just a number, that they had all the time in the world. How were they supposed to know it was all a lie? As men, you need to see this, not to judge, but to learn, because the women going through this right now, they're warning the next generation. They're the proof that society lied. And if you have daughters, if you have sisters, if you care about the women in your life, you need to tell them the truth. Before it's too late, tell them that career success and family life aren't equally achievable at all ages. Tell them that biology has a timeline, whether feminism accepts it or not. Tell them that the men worth marrying don't wait forever. Tell them that their peak years for attracting a high-quality partner are limited. Tell them that 30 isn't the new 20. That freezing eggs isn't a guarantee. That being a boss babe doesn't make you happy if you're alone. Tell them the uncomfortable truth. Because loving someone means protecting them from lies. Even when the truth is hard to hear. Even when it goes against what culture says. Even when it makes you unpopular. The truth is more valuable than comfort. Reality is more important than feelings. And for the women watching this, if you're under 30, listen carefully. You still have time. You still have options. You can still prioritize what actually matters. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't sacrifice your fertility for a career that won't love you back. Don't reject good men because you're chasing perfection. Don't believe the social media lie that you can have it all whenever you want it. You can't. Nobody can. Life requires choices, and every choice has a consequence. If you want a family, prioritize it now, not later, now. Find a good man. Build something real. Start early, because waiting doesn't make it easier. Waiting makes it harder. And one day, you'll be 35, wondering why nobody told you the truth. Well, someone is telling you now. The question is, will you listen? You have a window of opportunity that's wider open right now than it will ever be again. The men you can attract today, you may not be able to attract in 5 years. The energy you have for dating and relationship building today, you may not have tomorrow. The fertility you possess today is steadily declining with each passing month. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. You can have a career and a family, but the order matters. The timing matters. Starting a family in your 20s and building a career in your 30s is infinitely more feasible than the reverse. Your career won't have a biological deadline. Your fertility does. Your career can be paused and resumed. Your biological clock cannot. Companies will hire you at any age if you have skills, but your body won't give you children at any age, no matter how successful you are. Jobs can be found again. Promotions can be earned later, but the chance to have healthy children naturally, that chance has a deadline, and that deadline doesn't care about your plans. For women already over 30, it's not over, but it requires honesty, brutal honesty. Honest about your situation, honest about your options, honest about your timeline. Stop pretending you have endless time. Stop holding out for perfection. Stop letting ego block your path to happiness. If you meet a good man, a truly good man, don't let him go because he's not 6'3" or doesn't make enough money or isn't exciting enough. Good men are rare, and they're getting rarer. Choose wisely. Choose quickly, and choose with your future in mind, not just your feelings. Reassess what truly matters. Is height really a deal breaker if he's kind and committed? Is salary really more important than character if he's stable and responsible? Is the initial spark really more valuable than long-term compatibility? The checklist you created at 25 may need to be rewritten at 35, not because you're settling, but because you're now wise enough to know what actually creates lasting happiness. Consider expanding your dating parameters. Look at men you might have overlooked before. Be open to different backgrounds, different professions, different ages. Some of the best relationships are built on unexpected foundations. Give genuine connection, a chance to develop even when it doesn't match your predetermined ideal. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for the perfect person. Stop waiting for everything to align. Life doesn't work that way. Sometimes good enough is actually perfect. Sometimes the stable, reliable man is the one who will make you happiest. Sometimes the relationship that doesn't give you butterflies is the one that gives you a lifetime of love. Because here's the final truth, the one nobody wants to say out loud. Women over 30 are realizing something terrifying. They're realizing they were lied to. They're realizing they made choices they can't undo. They're realizing that time is the one thing you can never get back. And they're realizing it too late. But you don't have to. You can learn from their pain. You can avoid their mistakes. You can choose differently. The awakening is here. The question is, what will you do with it? This isn't about turning back the clock on women's rights. This isn't about forcing women into traditional roles. This is about giving women the full truth so they can make truly informed choices. Real empowerment comes from understanding all consequences, not just the convenient ones. Real freedom comes from honest information, not comfortable lies. The women sharing their stories of regret aren't failures. They're teachers. Their pain can be someone else's wisdom. Their mistakes can be someone else's lessons. Their awakening can be someone else's alarm clock. Listen to them. Learn from them. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain. Every woman over 30 who shares her story is risking judgment, criticism, and shame. But she's doing it anyway. Because she doesn't want another generation to suffer like she did. Because she doesn't want young women to make the same mistakes. Because she cares more about helping others than protecting her own ego. These women are brave. They're honest. They're warning you. The least you can do is listen. If this video opened your eyes, if it made you think, if it showed you something you needed to see, don't just watch and leave. Hit that subscribe button. Because this channel speaks the truths nobody else will. We don't care about being popular. We care about being real. And if you're someone who values truth over comfort, you belong here. Drop a comment. Share your story. Tell us what you think. Because these conversations matter. These truths matter. And the more people wake up, the fewer people get hurt. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. The young woman in your life who's being sold the same lie. The friend who's struggling with these exact issues. The family member who needs to understand what's happening. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is share a difficult truth. This is the reality. This is the awakening. And it's only just beginning. The question is whether you'll wake up in time to make different choices, or whether you'll become another cautionary tale, another voice warning the next generation about the cost of believing comfortable lies over uncomfortable truths. The choice is yours, but the clock is ticking. And unlike social media promises, unlike career timelines, unlike cultural messaging, biology doesn't negotiate, time doesn't pause, and reality doesn't care about your feelings. What will you do with this information? How will you move forward? The awakening has begun. Make sure you're on the right side of it.